Dun 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 dun. Go, dragon, you are mighty indeed. Roar. Look, it is a pony. We must destroy her. No, don't destroy the pony. She's so pretty. We should keep her.
What the? There's a strange bearded guy up here in our house. What the heck's going on? He's playing with Sophia's stuff. Hey, what are you doing?
Listen up. We don't have much time. I will tell you the tale of our cleric, Xavarian.
No. You're not telling those stories. You're done. Bye-bye.
All right. So right now, Zem is Zem, right? He's the mayor. Who knows how corrupt she is or not. But the longer I stay away, the more suspicious I look. Right?
Sure. Sounds good.
I'm not sure it sounds good. But I know going back to her is a mistake. But what other recourse do we have other than...
Just let me know what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. Let's proceed back to that.
Back to where?
The mayor's office.
Okay.
This is all the same day, right?
Yeah. It's getting...
Pretty eventful day.
Well, and that's what she said. She said,
Come back for dinner.
come back for dinner. So this is appropriate time.
Okay. Well, I can't go in there bleeding and such, can I? Or wounded and dinged up.
Say some dude tried to kidnap you.
Say some what?
Some dude tried to kidnap you.
Well, sort of. All right, so I'm going to find a secluded area and heal myself with my remaining spells of the day.
Okay.
So at least I'll be healed up. So I'm down 5. My minimum is 5. Healed. Lovely. Great.
Okay.
Let's move on. So unfortunately, now I have no... So the spell slots are how many spells you can cast per day. Right?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
So if you have 2 at level 1, you cast 2 spells, but you don't lose the spell like you used to anymore.
No.
Right.
Well, it's...
For a cleric, at least.
In the way that I work priests, let's say you wanna memorize a first level bless spell.
Uh-huh.
What I allow priests to do, depending if it's within your ethos, is you can convert any spell to a healing spell at that level.
Oh, okay.
So this way you don't have to worry about memorizing Cure Light Wounds 9 times. You can memorize Bless 9 times, and then or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, but for what I read, if I just maybe tell me back there, as long as you have the spell, I tell you these are the spells I'm memorizing, right? So I say 5, or however many you can memorize. That I'm trying to figure out how many I'm allowed to list, and then based on the spell slots, that's how many first level spells you can cast, but you don't actually lose it. If that makes any sense.
no, it doesn't.
Right. Where I know what you're thinking. You're thinking what I'm thinking. If I want to cast 5 blesses today, I have to memorize bless 5 times.
Yes.
Not the case anymore. You memorize it once, and then you have access to it as many times as spell slots you have.
Gotcha. But what if you want to cast?
If you have 4 spell slots, you can cast the same spell 4 times, or you can cast, 2 spells 2 times.
Right.
Okay, so let's say you have 5 spell slots for first level spell. So,
Okay.
And you memorize 2 different spells.
Correct.
So you can say, okay, I want to cast as per combat. You can switch which one you want to cast again.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
So really, now the trick is what situation am I going to be in, and how should I prepare for it? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I know I want to buff the fighters, so I'll bring bless. I want to heal people. I'll bring cure wounds. And whatever other first level spells. It might be dark.
And you don't have to use all of them. You can use just 1 if you want 5 times.
Perfect.
Right. And then the whole, if you use later on, first level, so I'm not going to worry about it. But as I get 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th level slots, I can cast a first level spell in the 5th level
At the 4th
slot,
level or something, yes.
and it boosts the power of the spell.
But it will use that level of spell. So if you cast it at 4th level, you lose a 4th level slot.
Right, on a first level spell. But you get an enhanced
Yes.
effect.
Yes.
I think that's pretty fucking cool. Each spell tells
It
you
is.
if you amp it up this many levels, it does this
Yes.
effect.
Okay.
It's in the spell description.
It says in the spell itself what it does at different levels.
All right.
So I'm
So
glad I got that right. So as it stands right now, I'm not sure how many I can memorize though. That I don't get.
Well, how many slots you have?
I have 2 slots. So it means I can memorize 2 spells?
Yeah, at this point, I
I'm
would say
guessing?
I would memorize 2 different spells.
All right. So right now, for the record, Bless and Cure Wounds are my spells.
Gotcha.
And then the cantrips. I forgot all about cantrips, which are...
Yeah, let's for the time being, let's say that you can memorize as many spells as you have slots. So if you have 8 slots, you can memorize 3 spells, or you can memorize 8 spells.
Understandable.
However you want to do. However you want to figure it out. I think it's better. You can cast 3 spells multiple times until its 8 slots are gone.
Right.
So let's just stick with that for now.
Works for me.
All right.
But right now, I'm spent.
All right. So
Could you do me a small favor? Look up Sacred Flame and see what it does. I thought it was useful. It seemed like, wow, that's a cantrip. All right,
Now,
so heading back to the
are
mayor's...
you going past the part where she was locked up? You're gonna walk by it because it's on the way, but you can go around it if you want.
Not seeing the reason. Well, the outskirts of it. I mentioned like a circle, the town.
Yeah,
So I'll walk around the outskirts.
Yeah,
there.
it's on a platform. It's
Oh,
higher
okay,
up.
yeah. So yeah, just check on her, but not walk up to her. No, just kind of around the crowd.
Okay, just roll a simple perception.
Nothing is simple. Wahaha! The
Is that
most
one?
perceptive person in the world. 20.
She's no longer there.
Natural 20. Oh, god damn it.
So.
But they said they parade her in and out all day, right? They parade her out in the morning and then bring her back and then parade her out and bring her back.
It could be too late. That's why she's gone. Sure.
Perhaps. All right, well, let's go get some dinner.
Okay.
Tell the mayor what I found.
All right, you go in the room. You see the assistant sitting up there, and you just like kind of like.
Yeah, the mayor
Yeah,
invited me to dinner. So.
Yeah, he don't even acknowledge. He don't even care. He's like whatever. So you walk by
But he
him.
didn't even give me a sideways look, right? Nothing like.
Just oh, it's you again. Look,
Okay,
almost like
I
whatever.
guess that's good. Okay, well, shall we?
All right, so you guys walk in. As you open the door, you see she's standing at the head of the table.
Standing at this point.
She's standing there,
Oh boy.
and she's like, "I'm glad you could make it for dinner."
Just her or the same
Well-
crowd?
No, just her.
Just her. Okay. Yeah, I was.
You step into the room. You guys aren't even in the room yet. Like you open the door, that's what you see.
Yes.
Okay, as you step into the room,
Sam
You-
pops
you-
out from behind the door.
roll your perception.
Sam pop out from behind the door. 16 plus 4, so 20 unnatural.
You hear
Hmm.
a voice, a very loud, annoyed voice, kind of come out from one of the back doors into the room, and you see that it is Zen. And he's like, "I told you!" And she doesn't even glance up. She just kind of like,
Oh crap! So they are in cahoots, just like I freaking thought.
well, you see him kind of almost like burst into the room, unannounced, throwing a little fit.
And Halford's not with me, right? He's trying to arrange getting a message to her. Well.
All right, so anyway,
Oh, anyway, so I've stepped
Zen
into.
kind of bursts in the room. He breaks
You!
one of the guards, like holding him. He kind of bursts through, and that's when he points at you like that.
What is he doing here? To the mayor.
And she doesn't even like. She actually almost like looks down, and she just stands there for a minute, and then you see a guy come out of the door on the other side of the back, like behind her. A guy walks out. He just kind of steps into the room, and he's fully cloaked, almost like covered, and he just kind of stands there, and then you see Zem stop, and he's just like, I'm sorry. He almost killed one of my friends, and he just runs out of the room.
Wow.
And he kind of just stands like almost like behind her as she's and she says, "I think I'm gonna eat now," and she sits down at the table.
The real power has arrived, gotcha. Or at least a higher power than Zem and her has arrived. Lovely. Ah, the plot thickens. That's great. Who do I have the pleasure of dining with? Mayor, the person behind you. Is he going to join us for the meal as well?
Roll your perception.
No, God. 13, 4, 7, blah, blah, 17. 13 plus 4.
You see, he kind of approaches her chair from behind, and he puts his hand like almost on like the armrest, and she just kind of touches. She holds his hand like that for a minute, and then she goes back, and then she looks at you, and she goes, "Have a seat." And he looks, and he leaves. He kind of heads out the door.
I see. Okay. Well, I will go sit to, I guess on her right, sit with her at the table. Who's that?
When we had a conversation earlier, I said your investigation could be conducted, but
Yes.
that we had laws that had to be abided by.
Correct.
And one of our laws kind of includes not attempting to kill people.
How did you know? Okay.
So,
So-
you're
Is one
So
not
you're
allowed
attempted-
to defend themselves in your town?
well, the charges were that you swung during an argument and left him to die.
But
I understand you're passionate about this investigation, and about your holiness as well.
Oh no.
I think your passion is shadowing your actual perception on reality a little bit. I'm concerned for your safety in my wonderful town. And I've been discussing the matter while my own investigation has been conducted.
Mm.
And with my colleagues, we've come to an option for you. Well, we have two options. Three, actually. One, I leave you to the hands of Sam, and you see the state that he's in. I don't think that's what you want.
Go on.
Two, put you in a cell. You and the halfling can share the stocks until your trial arrives, which can happen anytime in the next couple of decades or so.
Mm-hmm.
Or three, we can accept your passion as something to be utilized for a higher purpose, of course.
Mm.
Because there is an issue that I have been dealing with further north that I am plagued by. And we can't get the story straight except that there's a creature of myth, I can only say, that is lurking and killing residents in the land at random.
Mm.
So I would really, in list of importance, what I see is what is plaguing the north that is possibly causing the rift between the fishermen. That seems like the larger problem here.
Hmm.
So if my third option it sounds like a bad deal, I'd be willing to let the halfling escort you. Make sure that you and her head up there, find out what's going on, possibly resolve it, and then return to me.
Hmm. So, your proposal is to take care of two birds with one stone. Get rid of a troublesome halfling and myself in one fell swoop, and I owe you an investigation of some deadly creature in the north.
I warned you. I warned you of the rules here.
Yeah.
There are lots of fights, and there are lots of...
rankles me, I will accept your deal. Please release the halfling into my custody, and I'll get her out of your hair as soon as possible. That was humble.
She looks over one of her guards. She says, "Go get her and bring her to His Holiness."
Mm.
And he kind of snickers and he walks out of the room. And she says, "You can sit and eat if you want." She says, "I cooked a meal in your honor."
Wow.
Who would have thought? A man of holy power walking through the streets unannounced. No wonder your interests are so vested in looking into this issue with this possible innocent person being accused of crimes and such. Crimes and such happen every day around here. And we just handle them the best way the law allows us to.
Well, therein lies your problem, Mayor. Your laws are not in line with correcting anything. Clearly, there are connections and intricacies with people that you shouldn't have connections and intricacies with, i.e., Zem having a key to the back door, apparently, and your ear. So, you excuse me if I don't believe your condescending tone that you intend to enforce the laws here. But I will agree, grudgingly, that there are bigger fights to engage in. Just know that you will be judged. And I found myself losing my appetite. Just deliver me the halfling so I can get out of your rotten town.
Of course, as long as you bring me an answer to my problem. Guy comes in a couple of minutes. She just sits there in silence. And you see the halfling come in and she looks fine. She has all her gear. They hand her off to you.
All her gear. Wow.
All her stuff, whatever she had. All her belongings.
Thanks.
Relieving now.
Fair enough. Let's go.
She says, and just as a departing note, I understand your youth and your godly power inspire you to great achievements. But when the final ball drops, I am the law. And that's how this town is run. Good travels. I await your return.
Enjoy it while you can. I shall return with an answer.
Okay.
So where are we going?
Last word. I win. Run.
I wish.
Last word. Yeah, we got. Let's find
Halford.
Halford. I need to find. Can we swing by? We're swinging by.
Oh, Halford, he's outside. He's with you
He's
guys.
outside.
Yeah, at this point.
Halford, where?
And he comes up and he hugs you. He's like, "Oh my God, you're alive! You're free!
I'm
You look
all right.
great!"
Yeah, you're
I'm
welcome.
free.
So where is
I'm a free woman.
crazy? Crazy
Jack. Crazy Jack.
I have trouble remembering my kids' names.
Okay.
Nonetheless, Mike, come on.
Crazy Jack.
Crazy Jack be back in Tia's. Oh my God. Would he be back in the bar,
Grotto. She is Grotto.
or would he potentially?
You
be
can write it
someplace
down
else?
if you want.
I did.
And
I
I'm gonna-
I don't feel like reaching 2 inches.
I'll send you guys. I have a map. I'll send you guys a map. I just
there we
have.
go. Would Crazy Jack being back in Tia's grotto, or does he have a residence that he returns to?
I just see him in Tia's Grotto. I don't know where he resides.
Hmm.
But he's there. He's there all the time.
Yeah, I gotta talk to him. I gotta talk to an associate before we head out. So prepare whatever you need to get ready, and we'll
I'm ready to go.
depart. All right. Well, then let's go to.
Alfred, you coming with us?
No, I'm going to stay. I'll stay here, and when you guys return, I'll make sure that everything's smoothed over.
Try not to get like on Zen's nerves and beaten up, because I don't like it. When you get beat up, it's not a good feeling.
I talked to some of my friends earlier. We're going to hang out, and we're going to figure out a plan. So.
All right,
All right. Well, in that case,
that's fair.
Halford, I ask of you when you next see Crazy Jack. One, I assure you, he's not crazy. Two, tell him I have departed to the north, and not to give up hope. He's not alone, and eventually I will return.
I'll serve him a beer and say that you are thinking of him.
Wow.
That sounds it.
That's not
Yeah.
even close. Not even close. But I think the sooner the hell we get out of here, the better.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Out.
Oh crap!
What?
We can get on a ship. I have a ship ready for us to go. We can sail the way to the north.
Hey, you got everything, Magic Man.
No, I spent all my damn money on it, so. I mean, I spent all my hard-earned money on it, so I get some use out of it. Well, in that case, well, no, we got to walk past Tia's Grotto to get to the
Yeah.
bay. All right, so we'll stop at Tia's Grotto and see if Crazy Jack is in attendance.
Cool. I want to be.
I'll roll.
I
See if he's
haven't
there.
All right,
had
so
a beer in
He's not. He's
a
not
few
there.
days.
not there.
No.
Oh well. No, you know what? All right.
I
It
just
is
want
late.
one beer, man.
It's dark outside now, so it is kind of late.
All right, yeah.
I don't care if it's on the go. I just gotta get something. At least one. I've been in shackles for days. Come on, man.
All right, well, let's have a meal.
Okay.
you're having
Oh, yeah, I
a-
forgot to leave them at crack of dawn anyway, so our ship leaves at dawn.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to sit here, eat, and have a couple of drinks,
Yeah.
we'll say it's gonna be 2 silver each.
All right.
All right.
That's fair.
Do you have money?
I have nothing.
So you're gonna pay for him for getting you out of prison.
Fine.
And
Magic
booking the
Man.
ship.
4 silver.
4 silver. Yeah, I got that much.
I had money, but now I
So
have nothing.
he booked passage.
Yeah. That did not work out the way I planned it. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
Fair enough.
It's all right.
Then when we come back later, my answer is gonna be a hammer upside the head. That's what I found out what's wrong, what's plaguing your town. Really, what's that? Ah!
you.
There you go.
Kill the mayor. I
Problem
killed the mayor. You just take her position.
For Torm! Hey!
You're like temples of Torm, like showing up like friggin'.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Holy shit! What are all these temples doing here?
Yeah, right. I started in the seedy underbelly of Watercross Bay.
Exactly.
Anyway.
All right, so you guys hang out. You have a meal. If you want a room would be another. A crappy room would be another like silver that you guys can sleep in.
I don't want no fucking room.
So a nice room's going to be, we'll say, a decent room would be 3 silver. Then you guys share.
Alright, that's fine.
So you guys get a room. Wake up in the morning, head out to the ship. They see you. They kind of, they'll let you know. All right, we got to get going.
Alright, hop on.
So they bring you on the ship.
So,
Hang on, wait, at night I pray. I'll pray.
You can pray whenever you want, like day, night. I don't care.
All
I
right.
don't know. Gods are, each god is different.
Did I lose any HP?
No, you're a max.
Alright, cool.
I think it's a moot point. Say I recall reading that Torm are famous for praying in the morning. Does it really freaking matter? No, it does not.
All right, so you guys get on the water. It's beautiful out here. It's cold though. They kind of stick by the coastline, which is to the west, for that first day, and then it opens up a little bit. It takes about 2.5 days before you reach port, right? You know, they're having you guys work on the ship a little, help out. You know, tighten masts, you know, rigging, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cleaning up, just, you know, maintaining stuff. They're not a fishing vessel. This one is a shipping. Like they're basically shipping goods to the other town, which is a smaller town.
The one to the north?
The one to the north.
That's preying on their ships.
Yes.
Huh. Oh, okay.
And it is called Bluegill Gulf. Bluegill Gulf.
Gill Gulf.
Yep, that's the name of the town.
And that's where the nasty pirates are coming from.
Nobody said pirates. Nobody said pirates.
The nasty, angry other fishermen are from
Barbarians.
Bluegill Gulf.
Barbarians.
Well, that's just a label, you know. Oh, the barbarians, yeah.
Exactly.
Those
So,
barbarians. Yeah.
These ports are not as well kept. The people around here, you could see that the establishments are a lot more rural out here. So you don't see quite so many big wooden structures. They're more like half structures, or, you know. There is one establishment that appears to be kind of in place, but even though it's in place, the building looks to be in borderline shambles.
Okay.
Everybody looks at you because you guys are dressed extremely well to do compared to these people around here that most of them are wearing like anything that'll keep them warm because it's chilly up here up north.
Mm-hmm.
You notice the crew, they don't make a lot of conversation once the ship stops and they unload. And it seems to be most of the goods are just food, materials, maybe you know, clothes, stuff like that. It's nothing. There's no nobles and lords up here that are looking for.
So just the basics.
Yeah, just the basic stuff. So.
Okay.
Most of the people that are running around, everyone is staring at you. No one seems to talk to you. You know, it could be just like a curiosity. You're new, but you, like I said, you do notice that they're looking at your clothing and stuff as well. Like, wow, look at these guys. You know, so
I'll ask a dock hand. Where's the who's in charge of this town?
Goroff, yeah, Goroff.
Where can I find this Goroff?
His mightiness is up north. Yeah, north of town.
So, he doesn't reside in town.
Oh, I guess it's town. I mean, it's townly. It's north, you know.
Thank you. Get back to work, I suppose.
Okay.
We should probably find someone with more brains than this gentleman here to find out who's in charge. Maybe we can find out why the ship's being preyed upon, if there's a reason behind it, and who this Goroff person is. Oh, just so you're up to speed. You were released to wide custody due to a deal, a plea, if you will.
So I'm not even free.
No, I have no desire to own you in any way, shape, or form. But I would appreciate your help in the task that was given to me by the mayor back in town. While I don't feel necessarily beholden to her, the situation that she mentions sounds interesting. It might get our attention. Something appears to be threatening the people in the north, and that, according to their belief, is driving them to the acts of violence that are happening on the lake. One, we can find out if the two are related, and if so, if we can stop one, have a domino effect, and stop the other, and restore order around the lake.
Hal is going to sue you.
I'll worry about Hal suing me when the time comes. Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Do we know anything about this beast or whatever?
Other than it being a beast, no. But then again, these people, as you can see, there are people who are labeled as barbarians, and they're just hard, down on their luck. Not necessarily barbarians, are they? So
You might be talking about someone else.
Well, that's what we have to figure out.
Yeah, and this place it might have 1,000 people throughout this town.
Small.
It's smaller, yeah.
Golruff? That's the name? Golruff?
Goroff is the
leader.
yeah.
Goroff.
Golruff.
Ooh. But is that the leader? Is that like the marauding band that comes by and demands tribute? You know, who knows? So we got to figure that out.
Yeah.
Put on detective hats again.
Inspect the gadget. All
Don't
right, here we
expect
go.
me to be. My detective work led to me almost killing a guy, and what the most would have been a fist fight. And then
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Who'd you almost kill?
one of them's cronies.
Ah. That's fine. He's got this, I suppose.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Shall we proceed into town?
Yeah. Sure. Let's go find
What's-
someone.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's no road signs in this place.
No,
Right. So
there's no roads.
Roads. What are those?
Yeah, it's haphazardly huts all over the place. Some wood structures, but nothing. I wouldn't buy property around here.
Gotcha. I wouldn't invest. So, does any of these people look less scraggly than the other? Some sort of shred of intelligence?
No, they look super scraggly. They're like, dirty, scraggly. You can see even clothes they're wearing look like they've been patched up and fixed. Like they can't even replace their clothes. They got to just like fix stuff.
And whereas the last town was halfling infested, if you will, this one is all humans.
Yeah.
But no halflings at all.
No halfway, so
Dang.
Out of curiosity, there's no temple-like structure. Anywhere.
nothing. The only structure that you see within your range, and keep in mind, like this town, as you go through, you see like more area, but the only place was like probably right off, maybe not on the water, but maybe like 100 meters off the water was the wooden structure, and it was a big structure.
Let's go check that out.
Yeah, that was the.
Sure.
Let's do that.
Go ahead. Following you.
Okay, you guys walk in there, and it's one big hall. You see
Okay.
there appears to be a table, like a big table, as you walk in, like to your left, with a couple of kegs behind it and people sitting there. It looks they have a huge crate next to them with random things in it. You got people that are sitting in tables kind of to the right of you, and then in the back, there's like a fireplace, a big fireplace,
Mhm.
and a huge table with a bunch of, it looks to be warriors sitting at that table. Inside looks better than the outside.
Mm.
So
like a Viking long pole?
something like that, yeah, very similar.
Interesting. You said tables and a table's a keg. Is there someone there that looks like they're to serve or to?
Well, yeah, that's
Give
like
service.
to the left. That's what it looks like. Like a couple of people there that have alcohol,
Hmm.
and then there's a couple people to the right of you that are sitting at tables with mugs.
Ah, gotcha,
So-
gotcha. So bar, casual, and then back is the
Yeah, and
large
there's
party table. Gotcha.
there's a portion of the back right that's it's got almost like skins blocking it, so you can't see the entire area.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ask the. I guess it's an innkeeper. What? Try to find information on why the ships are being attacked and who this Goroth person is.
Alright.
You come with, or would you like to do something else in there?
I'll come with.
All right then.
Okay, so you going to get a beer, or you going to the back?
There's a bartender behind
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bar. Innkeeper / bartender.
Okay. All right. There's two guys sitting there. They see you and say, "You need grog?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate the offer.
No grog?
I was no grog.
Keeps you warm."
Do you want grog?
I'll take one.
Okay. What do you got?
Out of character. What do you mean by that? I'm confused.
That's what he said exactly, and that's what I
oh,
don't know what you can
Thanks.
see by that.
Do you mean like money?
It's like, you're a little small. I don't really want your cloak.
Oh,
I can patch up a few things for you. And if you got any clothes with like holes in them,
Yeah. All my clothes have holes in them.
wow.
He showed you his pants, and you just like, you think those should be washed first.
Strip down. Right here, right now, strip down.
Okay. Maybe not the clothes you're wearing right now, but I can take some of your clothes and I can sew them.
You see he kind of leans over, and that big crate full of stuff, you see he pulls out like there's a rabbit in there, and there's a glove, looks like, he kind of fills to the bottom, and there is, which seems to be something that was a fur at one point.
Ooh.
But it's old and it's tattered and it's got shit spilled on it. It looks like it could be dried blood or throw up. You can't tell. So he goes, "Yeah, can you fix this?"
Is your need for grog so great that you need to
I don't want to freeze to death. I'm a tiny person.
barter his? Okay, yeah,
Sure.
go for it.
Let's
You
go.
want? All right, so he gives it to you,
Alright.
and then he takes like maybe like a 16-ounce wooden mug,
Yeah.
and you see he kind of reaches behind, he kind of pours it, and you see as it's coming out, it's hot. It's like steamy hot.
Oh my gosh.
And he hands it to you, and he's like, "Just bring it back when you're done, and I'll give you another grog. You sure you don't want a grog? You look cold.
I'm
That's a nice cloak you got there. You sure you don't want a grog?
sure.
You don't know what he's missing.
He doesn't. I'm taking a giant gulp.
What a fool! Something is don't know anything.
And then I'm gonna just get out.
Probably don't even know how to pick their blood or something.
Get out a little needle and just start sewing. Just start fixing all the holes.
My opinion of these people is dropping rapidly.
Do I need to
Okay.
roll for that? I'm gonna, cause I got like a little set.
Just roll.
Yeah.
Roll your. I don't know if it's intelligence or whatever. Just make a check. It'll take you maybe like an hour. So you can, when you guys decide to sit down or whatever you want to do, like you can just work on it.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna ask him if he knows where I might be able to find Goroff.
Oh, you asked the bartender.
Yeah.
Goroff!
Oh my god, that was a
Goroff.
nat 20.
Oh shit. Okay. He goes, yeah. He's up north.
How far up north?
Couple of minutes travel. You just follow the tree line.
So one of those, like, again, you said the town's in trees, so it's just one of those
Yeah.
patches, clearings up north. So I hear tell he's the boss around here. Is that true?
Yeah, he's in charge of us. He considers us more of a tribe, but we're really like a village, I think.
I see. And he's the one that's been telling you guys to expand your fishing operations?
I'm not really much of a fisherman.
Anyone in here that would know about that? On these tables?
He goes, some of his men are sitting in the back. You can talk to Gorf's men if you want.
All right. Thank you very much. If I get there, so I'll come back for that grog.
Grog.
Grog, of course. No, I'm going to pass on the grog.
All I have to say is, you will be judged. So that's the cleric's response to the mayor of Watercross Bay. Is she really corrupt? I mean, this is just how she runs her town. He comes in here with his high standards and his morals and his inner strength and Torm and all that. So there really aren't many priests around in my world, and they don't have that moral guidance. So they do what they have to get by. But he is the god of justice. But I feel like he's the priest of judgment. Right? A little bit, right? A little bit. So anyway, I enjoyed it. But he got Laviana. They work some sort of arrangement where he's in her care custody, and he has to go up north, which he got on a ship and he's up there. He's investigating two things. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware of the fishing attacks. So there were raids on some of the fishing vessels that she wants him to look into, and also, of course, the creature. So there's a creature in the north that supposedly is killing or doing something. So she's not entirely sure. She just wants to find out what's going on. So, but a lot of stuff happened in that short time. He did pretty good on his investigation, and let's not forget about Zem. All right, does everybody love Zem? I mean, come on. He's that figurehead that, does he have power? Does he not have power? Should we try and kill him? Should we just ignore him? Is he, so I try and make my characters, kind of deep with the story, and, that's the question. That's the question as a DM, is my players ask, is this character a 0-level plebe, or is this character an 18th level warrior? Like, you can never tell, because my guys come wearing different masks. They come in a guise of something that may not seem traditional or ordinary or whatever. So anyway, just a lot of things, like, a lot of backstories that are there for later on development. So, when they come back to Watercross Bay, after a certain time, they'll have other obstacles. So, and of course, Perry, Steve, my cleric, Xavarian, his impression is to come back here and drop the hammer and end her. We joked around about it, like he's gonna just kill the mayor. Like McDonald's, every block there's gonna be a temple of Torm, so people are gonna be worshiping a temple of Torm. Like I was thinking of temples of Set is what I was thinking of. Like temples of Set. Every time you turn around, there's a snake cult. Every time you turn around, there's a temple of Torm on every corner. So anyway, but we got a lot more coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And next episode, no, probably not next episode. Probably the episode coming after the next episode. So probably in 2 more episodes, we'll have another PC. So he's on the video. If you probably hear him talking to us, but he's just not in game yet. So we're getting to him. I've recorded the video. I just need to get around and do it. So, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you're appreciating the story. And comments if you like it. If you have comments, hey man, I want to know what happened with this, or if you want to know a piece of the story, if you want to know more about Zem, I mean, we'll figure out a way to get him more involved, so you guys can all, have him brick in your house and steal all your shit. So anyway, link below. As soon as it's there, be for the next video. And of course, if you want to keep track of when the videos come out, they should be every 2 weeks or so. But you can subscribe and you can get them automatic like updates for it. And I really appreciate any comments or anything you guys can tell me about the videos. And I hope you enjoyed them. And I guess that's all I have to say. All right. Thank you a lot. Have a good night.